All right, so we're starting on 33. It says, Michael says, up on top here, the thinking out loud portion, that if n squared is 36, there are exactly two possible numbers that n can be, 6 and negative 6, because 6 times 6 is 36, and negative 6 times negative 6 is 36. But what happens if it's more complicated? Something more complicated, you mean like p minus 5 squared is 36. Lena writes the expression out. Yeah, something like that. Something is still squared, but it's complicated. I guess that means p minus 5 could be negative 6 or 6. But how would we write that? Well, I guess you'd have to write two equations. Jay says p minus 5 equals 6, and p minus 5 equals negative 6. So we get two solutions. 11, because 11 minus 5 is 6, and negative 1, because negative 1 minus 5 is negative 6. Michael says, so we get two solutions. Which one is it? And Lena says both. They both make the equation true. So there are two solutions, just like Michael mentioned at the beginning. So we're going to look at solving with squares. That means they're all going to be something squared in this lesson. So if you look at that first one, it says c plus 3 squared. So it's something squared. So we have c plus 3 equals two things. What squared is 64?
32.
No, 32 times 32 is a lot more than 64.
8.
8 is one of them. And what's the other one? Negative 8. 8 times 8 is 64. Negative 8 times negative 8 is 64. So what does c have to be on this left one to make it true? 5 is correct. 5 plus 3 is 8. How about the one on the right?
Negative 5?
Nope. What plus 3 is negative 8?
Oh, I was going to say 6. Not 6.
6 plus
5. Just normal 5.
5 plus 3 is this one, positive 8, but how about negative 8?
Oh, wait.
Negative 3.
Negative 3 plus 3 is 0.
What happened to negative 5?
Negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2.
Oh, negative 11.
Negative 11 plus 3 is negative 8. All right, let's do number 3 then. Again, we'll concentrate on the odds today. So I'm going to do it just like they did. So write it out twice, the thing in parentheses. So what squared is 81?
9.
And?
Negative 9.
Yep. 9 times 9 is 81. Negative 9 times negative 9 is 81. So this is the first time we dealt with that minus in the middle. 10 minus what is 9?
1.
1. Ten minus what is negative 9?
Negative 19. Negative 19.
Just 19, yes. 10 minus 19 is negative 9. Good.
But how does it? Oh, because there's a minus 9.
Yep.
But I thought if the number was bigger, that it would make it a positive still. Because if the 10's bigger than the negative number, I thought it made it like.
It's not a negative number, though.
Oh.
Yes, if 10 minus negative 19, that turned into a plus. Yes. 2 minuses in a row. All right, number 5. This one's a little different because I got that 2 up front. So we're going to get rid of that in the first step. So you remember how we talked about these earlier, I think it was last week. I'm going to cover up the stuff in parentheses. Bless you. 2 times what is 50?
25.
25. So 2 times 25. So that means this whole thing has got to be 25. Now it's the exact same problem that we have been doing. Okay, so why don't you see if you can continue that one on? Following the same steps that we have been doing.
Is the square root of 50, is that 5?
50's gone, Landon.
But you have to do h plus 3.
Where does the 50 come in? I don't have a 50 on my equation.
Yeah, you do.
No. Well, we changed it to 25. 2 times 25 is 50.
That's why it's so confusing.
Because 50 divided by 2 is 25.
Yeah, so then
All right, so what squared is 25?
12? Wait, no.
No.
5.
And?
So what is 5?
Yeah, but you said 50. That had nothing to do with 50.
No, I didn't know what was the square of 50. It was either 10 or 50. Or 10 or 5.
That's the square root of 25.
Oh.
Has nothing to do with 50.
Well, I guess
Okay. 5 and negative 5. So what plus 3 is 5?
2.
What plus 3 is negative 5? 7 plus 3 is 10.
8.
8 plus 3 is 11.
Negative 8.
Negative 8. Big difference. All right, next page. It says, what could those three shapes be if all the variables represent single digit different whole numbers? So they're all different. They're all one numeral. And they're all whole numbers. So see if you can come up with something that would work there. Remember, none of them are double digits. So see if you can come up with some numbers that work. Got one? What do you got?
3, 9, 6.
Eight.
Did you have as well?
Yeah. I had 2.
2 doesn't work. Because 2 times 2 would be 4.
2 plus 2.
2
is
plus
4.
2 would be 4, and it says it can't be the same number.
Oh.
Confused there.
3,
Wow.
9, 6. Well done. All right. Number 9, again, we've been doing these. Again, not much with squaring things, but the process is the same. So think of a number. I'll help you with the instructions and the record of it. Maybe we'll do one of these together, and then I'll have you try them. So think of a number. What letter does it want me to use for the number? You can tell right here it's going to be B. Okay, then what do you think the next step was?
-1.
Correct? Then what?
Add the square.
Nope. Oh, threw me off there.
Why?
Well, when you said add, I was assuming you were going to talk about this.
Oh.
That will be at the end. Yes, your first step is to square it. So I don't know if I would say add the square. Maybe just square it. Okay, and the last step,
Add 7.
add 7. Yeah, so just be careful, Landon, when you say add. All right. Let's pick one kind of in the middle. Let's do
Asher.
Amani. Asher? Fine.
Sit in the middle.
Okay, so what did I have before?
9 maybe.
You had 0.
I added 7 and got 8. 1. 1 plus 7 gives me 8. Negative 1 squared is 1. Negative 1 times negative 1 is 1. That's good. So what minus 1
0.
is negative 1? 0 is correct. Okay. I'd like you to try the other 4.
I forget, when you square a negative, is it positive or
Yep.
still negative?
Negative times negative is positive. Good question. Got 'em all?
I believe so.
I'm talking Carla.
And just checking the top numbers out always too. Guys need a little more time, or you think we got it?
I need a
A little more time.
I like these.
We're working backwards.
Yeah,
Some people, if they have
definitely.
well, algebra in general is like solving puzzles.
Yeah,
I think it got most
Like
of
those
it.
grids are solving puzzles.
I like the
The ones
grids.
with the shapes are solving puzzles.
Yeah.
The tables solving puzzles. They're pretty much all the same, just a different way of looking at it.
Mhm. And I enjoy puzzles, so.
You a Sudoku fan then?
Sort of.
Is that anime?
Yes.
Game.
Yes. No, it's a game with the
You heard the
boxes.
boxes when you go?
What?
The boxes? No,
Mystery grids.
What?
Huh?
Mystery grids?
I only know the game with the numbered boxes.
Like
That's
2028.
what we're talking
Like
about.
this.
No, I hate those.
That's what Sudoku is.
Like,
Yeah, too.
sometimes I like
And I
them,
like
but sometimes I hate them.
All right. Landon, you got the first set.
Yeah.
What do you got going straight down?
4, 3, 9.
That's what I got. Lena?
Lena?
-4, -3, -6, and 1.
Okay, I don't like any
I
of
got
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Here's 2.
I thought I did it right.
Yeah, but you don't.
That's
do.
all that matters.
All right. What minus 1 is -3? -2. Maddie went the wrong way. But -3 squared should be 9. 9 plus 7.
I was close.
Imani.
Who? Oh.
You, Kira.
-1, 2, 4, 11.
-2.
One.
Positive 4.
Oh, that's
-1 minus 1 is -2.
How do you
2 squared is 4.
why would it be negative?
Because you're subtracting more. You borrowed $1, you borrowed another $1. You owe me 2. Kira.
What?
Like I
Carla.
20 bucks.
Oh, you
Sean.
subtracted.
1, 0,
Here, you
0.
can't figure that out.
Correct.
I'm not giving you 20 bucks.
Mhm.
All right, number 10, we're going to skip again. Number 11, create your own trick using a squaring step. Record each step with algebra, try it out. So let's kind of just do this together. Think of a number, what letter you want to use.
5.
7.
No.
5 is not a letter.
B-A-N.
B.
I thought you keep on saying number.
Okay, next step.
Heard number 2.
Add 2.
Add 2.
That's so boring.
You're boring.
You're boring.
Okay,
Oh,
then.
I don't make bad jokes.
Multiply 5.
What?
Divide 8.
Ooh, that's gonna be messy.
Square it.
Multiply.
Square it.
No.
Well, it does say we have to have a squaring step. Now's the time.
Why can't you do that last?
Because it's gonna be more complicated.
And then add 9.
Oh my goodness.
You are.
No, actually, let's divide.
too
Divide
easy.
7. Divide 7.
I
Guys,
wanted
that's
to
gonna
know.
be super. If you don't have
Oh my
something that
God.
divides 7.
Multiply by 4.
Thank you.
Now you just threw it off.
Yeah, but if 7 doesn't divide into it, you're gonna have a ridiculous number.
So,
There's only so many numbers, especially 7. That 7 goes into.
I could have said 5.
You know, that increases it. At least if it
That's-
ends in a 5 or a 0, it would go in there.
You should probably do it with an even number.
All right,
I'll do
Kira.
it with
Oh.
pick a number.
the-
Any number?
Yep, an actual number now.
Okay. 7.
Okay,
Math.
go through the steps and see what you get.
Wait, I did.
Kira! Ah, now you can make it
Which
tough.
is-
Nope, don't say it out loud. Just fill it out.
Oh, okay.
Multiplication.
Oh, you don't need that.
It's not cheating if you don't.
Uh-huh.
I'm not even
What's
finishing
9
this
squared?
sentence.
9 squared is 3.
I got it.
I got it first!
I got
Kira,
it.
ah! Now,
Be quiet.
Hey.
you be quiet. The other one's screaming.
You just screamed.
That's his everyday talking, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's his normal voice.
Did you know Landon hit a girl with a basketball today?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Good
he
job,
did.
All right, Maddie.
What?
It was in the face, too.
9, 18.
No.
She said it was easy. She said it was easy.
I did
It was
not.
9. It was 7,
Yes.
9, 3,
7,
12.
9, 3, 12.
No.
7, 9, 81.
Bam.
You guys got it wrong.
9 times
too.
9 is 81.
What? Backwards.
9 squared.
I don't like
Says
this
the one who
game.
got 18.
81.
It was backwards, closer than when you got it.
That is true. Last one.
No.
81.
I want to say
Oh my
72,
goodness, I'm so
but
sorry.
I'm pretty sure I'm wrong.
72. 81 times 4, 72.
I can't do math. If you haven't,
324.
if you
Thank
can't
you.
tell.
You cheater.
Is it seriously
Oh, I
3?
Because you said it before me. What's the number?
All right, question number 13.
It's Kira.
Damien thought of a number, subtracted 8, got 49 as the final result. What might you be thinking of? Okay. So again, start with the number. We've been using B, so I'm going to continue that. So I'm going to show subtracting 8 from it. How do I do that?
B minus 8.
Minus 8. Squaring it. And then you got 49. So this is just like we did the first steps, first type of problems. Go ahead and see what you get. Remember, 2 answers. Landon. Landon, try it. So let's draw on our fingers then.
No, what am I not saying?
Go back to drawing on your fingers.
We have another Caleb in our class.
Oh, hey, it is.
That's not our answer.
That's the first one, right?
At least I give my work done.
So do I.
Case is the next Caleb.
All right, so 7 squared is, of course, 49, and negative 7 squared is 49.
Okay, Okay, I get it.
So I got to figure out what B is on the first one.
I figured it out.
Devin, you got that one?
I got it.
What minus 8 is 7?
I got it too. I got it too. I got it. Sure, I got it first.
15.
15 is correct.
Yes.
I was so off.
What'd you have?
15 minus 8
Oh, I had 1.
is 7. What minus 8 is negative 7?
Negative 9.
Negative 9 minus 8 is negative 17.
Negative 11.
Negative 11 minus 8 is negative 19.
I got it wrong.
Huh? Negative 11 minus. Oh,
What?
11.
11 minus 8 is 3.
11 minus 8.
Negative 15.
Negative 15 minus 8 is negative 23.
Well, 14. Positive 15.
14 minus 8 is 6.
15.
15 minus 8 is 7. We just covered that one right there.
23.
23 minus 8 is 15.
Negative 15.
Negative 15 minus 8 is still negative 23.
Negative 23.
Negative 23 minus 8 is negative 31.
I'm
One.
confused. How did we get
1 minus 8.
Are you
I said that to you.
1 minus 8 is negative 7.
I got it
You're
wrong.
not
That's correct.
right for that one.
I just didn't understand the.
I got it wrong.
Are
You
we-
guys are throwing out some ridiculous numbers
You
there.
guys threw out all the ridiculous numbers.
Oh, we were
What about
What did you say? Huh? Yeah.
The
what did
right
you say?
answer.
I said 1.
All right.
The right answer.
15 says this mobile balances, this one does too. Draw the right number of hearts to make it balanced. Okay, so going from the first mobile to the second one, how many of the blue, purple, whatever color that is, things were added?
3 and 1.
1. So how many hearts did it add? Going from the first to
2.
the second. 2. So that equals 2 hearts.
Your hearts are better than mine.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
B. So 2 triangles equals how many
Heart.
hearts?
2, what's that? Blue thing.
Yeah, it wants to know how many hearts, so.
Oh.
3.
1.
It's 4.
3 hearts.
How do you get that, Kira?
Because 2. But on the second one, yeah, it has 2 triangles and 3 hearts, which makes it balanced. Is that right?
Here, I used to say random.
3 hearts is correct.
Oh.
I said 3. Thank you.
Okay, so if the blue thing is 8, what's each heart equal?
4.
4.
And if each heart is 4, what does the triangle
2,
equal?
6.
6 is correct.
Easy money.
Well, Kira's too smart. For
17 is talks about problem 12, which we'll end up doing together, so you can just write skip by that one. 19. If A plus B equals A, what do we know for sure about B?
That it's 0.
It has to be 0. A plus 0 is the only way you're going to get A. B must be 0. '20 and 21 kind of go together. We'll do both of those now. Said, what could the triangle be?
1.
Not triangle. What is that thing? Diamond.
It could be 1.
Okay, here's the key one right here.
0.
Something plus cup equals cup.
It's
And 1 plus cup would be then 1 plus cup. It wouldn't be cup still. 0. It's the same question you just answered right here.
Oh.
So what is true about the cup?
0.
Could be anything. 0 plus 5 would be 5. 0 plus 10 would be 10. So on. Could be any number.
I just do the infinite sign.
Sure.
23.
23.
Oh, that's easy.
Okay.
They're all shapes. They are all different single-digit numbers.
Should we do this on our own?
Let's kind of talk our way through it. What's the easiest? Now let's try the blue thing first. What's the easiest number to try?
2.
2 is the easiest number to try. Normally it'd start with 1, but let's try 2, Landon. See if it works. So all these are 2. So it looks like the next one you could get is a triangle.
Yeah, it will be 4.
Triangle would be 4.
Diamond would be 8.
And diamond would be 8. Star would be
6.
6. And that leaves a green circle on the bottom.
It will be
3. Well, they're all single digit different numbers.
It worked.
So I guess that one worked, Landon.
Yes.
Somehow.
See, I'm so smart, guys.
Okay, next page.
Smarter than Kira.
And final page.
3. I wrote my paper again.
All right. We certainly seem like we need a little more practice on these.
We do not.
Yeah, we do, Kira.
2 numbers that multiply together give you 21.
7 and 3.
7 and 3, so those 2 are going to be a 7 or a 3. How about subtract to give you 2?
3 and 1.
Could be 3 and 1 or 5 and 3. I'm going to put them both next to it. Guess it could be 7 and 5 as well. How about add up to give you 12?
5 and 7.
7 and 5. Divide to give you 3.
3.
1 and 3. Multiply to give you 7. That's going to be 7 and 1 on top. Add up to give you 15.
5 and
7,
7.
5 and 3.
7, 5, and 3. And how about multiply to give you 25?
5, 5, 1.
Okay, so that has to go like that. So going back to this one then, it can't be any of these ones with a 5, so this one would have to be the 3 and the 1.
The 3 would go right there and the 5 would go.
All right, let's look at the bottom right. Where does the 3 go? Where does the 1 go?
3 has to go in below the 5.
Yep. Then you know this guy up top, 7 and
Figured it out.
1.
And then 3 would go right there and 7 would go below.
3 and 1. 3 and 7, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you already have a 3 that lines up with it, so you gotta switch your 3 and the 1 around.
Oh, I got it too.
Mister.
This one?
Yeah. Because you have your 1 already on top.
Yep.
And then you gotta put the 5 below the 1, and then your 7 underneath 3. And then you gotta put 5 up on top, then 3, and then 7.
Looks good. Want to try 27 on your own?
Yes.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9 there if you can't see because of the staple.
My paper there.
Did I
Who
ask?
did who? Who did Martinson?
Well, she goes by full name. She didn't say my middle name.
Isn't it like Little Marty?
Little Marty.
No, that's my nickname.
No one knows my middle name.
No one knows my middle name.
No one knows my middle name.
No.
Okay, just work on the problem, please.
It's Marie.
Please.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, a little hint on this one, guys. I'll give you one since it's kind of hard to see with the staple right there. Bottom right is 8.
Yep.
The one above it has to be a 6 and a 7. Don't know the order yet, but that means I know what the top square has to be. Because 6, 7, and 8 are all going to be right here.
So it'll be 9.
Wait a minute.
figured it out. That was pretty easy. I come show you my answers, Mr. Mulbrett. You guys want whipped cream for hot chocolate tomorrow or marshmallows? Oh yeah.
All right. I think I got it. Go on, check it.
That's what I got.
That's probably wrong.
Nope, that's right.
I got it.
Not like the last one where you got it
Are
wrong.
you? I got it right.
All right. 29.
Frickin' chickens. Frickin'
No. 29. You have 50. That means each side, remember, is 25. This one's got this little guy hanging out in the middle. We know it's 1. So if I take 1 off of 25, what has to be on each side? 24 total. 12. So from there, I should be able to get the shamrocks.
4.
Then I should be able to get the heart.
7.
No.
Yeah.
7 is correct.
Okay, 31.
2 ways to get it. These have to add up to 12. These have to add up to 25. So 4 plus 21. Landon, what about the yellow triangle thing?
1.
Good job. All right, 31. Been a little while since we made one of these.
Oh, I love these.
7B, 2C.
All day.
On top, I got 5C and negative 8B. So let's do the top left first. 7B times 5C.
35.
Negative 35.
No, there's no negative there.
Or
Just 35 BC. Top right.
Negative 56.
7B times negative 8B. So 8 times 7 with a negative.
Negative 56.
And B times B?
B.
B squared. Bottom left.
10C squared.
10C squared. 5 times 2 and C times C. And bottom right. 2C times negative 8B. So 2 times negative 8.
Negative 16.
And then BC.
Let's go. I love these.
All right, now here are the two that you can combine because they have the same ending. So I got 10C squared. I got a negative 56B squared. Now I got to figure out what 35BC minus 16BC is. $35 minus 16.
Isn't that like 19?
That is 19. BC. Good job. So again, always combine those if they have the same ending. Combining like terms. All right, last one that we will talk about today. Fill in the empty space. Well, what two things would have to go here to give us x squared?
X.
And what would have to go here, yeah, to give you 9x?
8. And then 8x.
You just rolling, Landon. Normally you're just yelling out like 5.
Or letters for numbers.
Or letters for numbers, yes. Okay, so what two things did we multiply here?
X and 9. And then x and 8. That was fun. Let's do it again.
All right, again, we just went over the odds. Tomorrow we will do the evens. If you want to start on that homework page, you can, but you will have time again tomorrow, and it won't be due